Hello and welcome to this latest video review of the Toyota Supra Sports Coupe. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to the motors.co.uk channel, drop us a like if you enjoy the video, and click that bell so that you're notified each and every time we upload a new video. The Toyota Supra may have first appeared on the market in the late 70s, but until now there's only been 4 generations of the sports coupe, and the last one ceased production in 2002, and many wondered whether that would be the end of the icon. But in 2019, many questions were answered with this 5th generation model, which was built in partnership with BMW. Now, that may raise a few eyebrows with Toyota purists, but it actually made total sense. The German brand's Z4 was a drop-top first and foremost, while the Supra is only available as a hardtop coupe. The Supra has its own very unique look too. In fact, if you were to park it alongside a Z4, you'd be hard-pushed to realise that both cars shared many body parts. It has a real presence on the road, with a muscular stance reminiscent of the last generation model, and the paintwork will undoubtedly turn heads too. Inside, the cabin is clutter-free. This is a sports car after all, with all the emphasis firmly placed on the whole driving experience. All the buttons and controls are logically located, and while some of the cabin plastics aren't as polished as we might expect, it's not offensive and doesn't cheapen the overall look of the cabin. As with most two-seater cars, they're not built with practicality in mind. However, it does have a boot space of 290 litres, which is about the same as you'd find in a city car. Up front though, there's a good amount of head and legroom, and the wheel and pedals are positioned exactly where you'd want them, with plenty of adjustability available to the driver too. It's not going to take you long to decide which engine to go for. There's only one, a 335 brake horsepower 3 litre inline 6-cylinder, matched with an 8-speed automatic gearbox. There have been rumblings over whether a manual will be added at a later date, but there's no confirmation on that just yet. With power going to the rear wheels, it'll launch from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.3 seconds and keep going to a top speed of 155 miles per hour. This is a car that's designed to set pulses racing, and it really doesn't disappoint. The steering is sharp and responsive, and it feels agile through the corners, so you've got plenty of confidence that it'll do exactly what you ask of it. The beauty of the power being driven to the rear wheels is that when you find yourself on a private track and you push it hard, you can really get a sense of how well balanced the car is, especially when you go at full pace into a corner. The steering gives you oodles of confidence to place it exactly where you want, and there's enough power to guide you through without any drama, unless of course you want to slide the tail out, which is easily controllable. But the Supra is just as good on the road as it is on the circuit. It rides, corners and accelerates beautifully, meaning that even at lower speeds, you're bound to have a smile on your face. Not many people will buy a sports car with economy being a deciding factor, but for those who really want to know, the Supra will average a claimed 34.4 miles per gallon with emissions of 170 grams per kilometre of CO2, which is pretty good for the class. But remember, that's based on it being driven carefully. It may have been a long time coming, but this 5th generation Supra has definitely been worth the wait. It's great to look at, fantastic to drive, and given Toyota's reputation for reliability, rock solid in terms of maintenance for years to come. While this segment has got some pretty impressive offerings with the likes of the Porsche Cayman, the Supra can more than hold its own. If you want to see more videos like this one, then follow the links coming up next.